Vivian from the grooming salon. I have Buddy scheduled on January the 9th, and I am going to need to cancel that appointment. I have spoken about Buddy's behavior a couple of times. I think today was like my 6th time coming, and he doesn't really seem to be improving. Today he was very overstimulated and seemed very distracted, and I don't know if mobile grooming is really the service for him. I'm curious if he would do better in a salon type of environment where he's able to have a little bit more time in the dryer between getting bathed, getting dried, and getting groomed. I fear that everything all at once is a little too much for him. Well, I know last time you mentioned to give him CBDs, and I just ordered those, so we should have those in time for the visit. While I appreciate you wanting to do the CBD, at this time, I think the best case scenario moving forward is having your dog go to the dog grooming salon so that we can assess if having some space in between all of the services, if that calms your dog down a little bit more so that we know how to move forward. I'm really not comfortable sending my dog to a grooming salon. Can you not just come out here one last time and at least work with me, work with the dog, and possibly work with our trainer so that we can try to rectify the situation? Having a trainer watch and observe is a great strategy. However, because I've had your dog in my grooming van while there was another person helping me, it seemed like there was potentially more of a safety risk while there was another person in the grooming van aside from me and your dog. It seemed very claustrophobic. It seemed very dangerous. So I'm not sure how to move about with adding another person into the van to observe without posing those safety risks. So I know that you used to groom our other dog inside of the house. What about coming into the house to groom our new dog? Your last dog was a much smaller dog, and this dog is very large. So in order for me to come in the house to do it, I would need like an elevated tub or, you know, some sort of a walk-in shower and a table that would raise up and down. Otherwise, I'm putting my body in possible risk of getting injured while handling your very large dog. I just think that the best thing moving forward is to at least try to see what the behavior is like in the salon, and then we can move forward from there. Several weeks later. Are you still coming to groom Buddy in January? Well, after our last conversation, I went ahead and took Buddy off of my schedule because I was not comfortable coming out there and grooming your dog, especially with all of the behavior and safety issues. So I don't have space to add your dog back to that specific day. Well, when is your next appointment? Do you have anything next week? As previously stated, I would really like to assess if the behavior is only with me in the van or if it is the same in the salon with another groomer before I move forward. I realize this is not the answer that you want. However, your dog's safety is my primary concern and feel that is more appropriate than adding another person into the van, which could increase the anxiety and stress. The only other suggestion I would have is that you or your spouse take your dog to one of those dog washes, wash him the day before, dry your dog, and brush your dog out, and then I can come the next day with a significant decrease in price, of course, and let's see if that helps to resolve some of those anxiety issues. Okay, well, when can you come to do the haircut and I can get the bath and everything done the day before? I can come on January the 3rd at 1:30. I would also still recommend that you give your dog the CBD before you give them the bath on the day before I come, and also on the day I come to do the grooming. Also, take note of the behavior while you are bathing and drying, and let me know if you feel like the behavior is calmer or less reactive towards anything, because it has been a very stressful situation for your dog and I both during the bathing and the drying process. Your dog is a little less reactive for the grooming, but also still reactive, just not as much during the bathing and the drying process. I really appreciate your time. I was able to find another mobile groomer, so I will keep you posted to see what happens next. It is a little frustrating when clients go back and forth with you like this, especially since you've already stated your comfortability with boundaries and their dog. But standing firm in what it is that you are comfortable with is going to essentially not only help you, but help your pet in the long run. Not all money is good money. Not all dogs are good dogs. And if you find that it is not something that you are physically capable of doing, accepting a dog like this could potentially cause you harm in the long run. So always go with your gut and say no, even if you have to say no multiple times in order for them to hear no.